Hard to figure how so much awful horror could have started out with just them two horses and not a one yet named, both minding their own business on that spring afternoon near the tree streets, nosing hay scraps at the back of Paddock A, with the new kid minding his own business too, sitting hisself real quiet on a fence rail and, just like them horses, also nibbling on a blade of grass. Peaceful as peaceful gets. Raylene Roundy, Orvop original, with braids and braces in her younger days, and still with braids in her elder years, would try once with paint to get at that moment, before she erased it with more paint, that is. This time, trying for stacked logs of red elm, then asters, then attempting to paint a cloud-encroached sky, and then the whole of it lost to the fires of time. But if you'd have beheld her tableau and forgiven some of the lopsidedness of the horses, Raylene being no great artist, and surely not up for no Homeric echoes or the unaltered consequences of unbearable weapons, or the dangerous enchantments of 9 ordinary gates, if you'd have overlooked the mislaid perspectives of that fenced-in patch of dusty, maltreated earth, well, then you might have still seen how she caught, with her loving brushstrokes, the lulling flow of the hour's cool breeziness, as well as in her shadowless composition found a kind of portentless calm that we would all count ourselves lucky to enjoy when campfire stories, as good as those can be, don't dare interrupt the sun, and journeys of the dead don't cross no one's mind neither. In the years that followed, good folks like Gil Stubbs and Anton Smiley, Amelia Beltran, of course, the same Amelia who would become lifelong friends with Raylene, along with Irene Wren, Courtney Resnick, Eldon McKinnon, Craig Sandower, and, for sure, Simon Biquette, would try their darndest through the materials of their practice to at least preserve the joy and, if joy is going too far, then the pure idleness of living, right before the heedless future, with no regard for wile, wrath, let alone determination, or, for that matter, any thought of love, beauty, or justice, chewed it all up. This one moment, and only this moment, of just a scrawny kid still sitting on a fence rail, still enjoying the sight of that black mare and blood-bay gelding, who were likewise also still enjoying themselves. What could be better? And then Lindsay Holt charged up. "Hey!" he hollered, but the new kid either didn't hear him or didn't care to hear him, because he just kept staring at the horses. "Hey, I'm talking to you!" Lindsay shouted again, closing fast the gap between himself and the object of his fury. The new kid did, at least, turn around then. "Don't talk to me!" Lindsay bellowed at once. "I didn't say nothing," the new kid finally answered. "There! You done it again!" And Lindsay, satisfied with the logic of this, yanked the new kid right off the fence, and then, as if that weren't enough, got to kicking him. Lindsay probably would have kept on kicking too, and achieved some terrible damage upon that helpless and bewildered youth, if none other than Tom Gatestone hisself hadn't passed by right then. Not that Tom did much, except stop in a riot of laughter, which is how Tom often found hisself, couldn't help hisself, could laugh about pretty much everything, includin' when the moment came for him to die. Tom's big ears went bright red, and he howled hisself so hard he got fast to coughing, gagging some, enough to get him digging loose the leaf at his gum, because it was either that or cease breathing.